certified, and reliable insurance policies from well-established Mexican insurance companies. For more information, you can visit any of our offices located countrywide or call 223-2657. To purchase online, visit our website at aicbelize.com. Travel with the best insurance coverage. Travel secure. Travel with peace of mind. Travel with Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up a lot of friends, fill up the car to live dance because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The truck's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The truck's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives.
Honda Nave, a partner you can rely on. Benquip, equipment, parts, service.
Welcome to Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, your pharmacy with a little bit of everything. From proteins and natural multivitamins by Alpha Products to keep you on track for that perfect fitness goal. Cosmetics, we got it too. From Revlon, L'Oreal, and Maybelline to give you that perfect, beautiful skin. Check out our Forensi products for all hair types to give you that beautiful bouncing hair that you've always wanted. Take care of your skin with our Fruit of the Earth products and also our brand new baby aisle for all babies that you guys would love. We got you while you enjoy your Belizean vacation. Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, located on Pescador Drive, San Pedro, and Whiskey. Telephone 206-2227. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday and most holidays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit us at Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics.
Honorable Andre Perez and his team continues to work diligently with partners to implement innovative solutions to protect our coral reefs, mangroves, a diverse range of fish species, and seagrass beds. By integrating climate resilience into our coastal zone and fisheries sector, we're ensuring the long-term sustainability of blue-based industries, the protection of essential marine ecosystems, and the source of revenue for our coastal communities. The blue economy is more than just policy. It's progress. It's sustainability. It's the promise of a brighter future for all Belizeans. Together, we're charting a new course because with vision, commitment, and action, the sky is the limit and the sea is our greatest ally. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
When it comes to your finances, peace of mind is invaluable. We need to be confident that our finances are safe and secure. Atlantic Bank's EMV cards, also known as chip and contactless cards, are designed to provide you the peace of mind you need. These cards have an embedded chip that generates a unique security code each time you perform a transaction, making it virtually impossible to counterfeit or copy your card. How to use your card. Using the chip and contactless card is easy, convenient, and secure. Instead of swiping your card, the chip and contactless card can be used in two ways. For chip transactions, insert your card into the POS terminal face up, chip first. Follow the prompts displayed on the POS terminal screen, remove your card from the POS terminal, and sign the receipt. contactless transactions. Look for the contactless symbol at checkout. Tap your card on the POS terminal. Wait for the beep to confirm your payment and go. It's that convenient while still providing you with the safety and security you need. Atlantic Bank chip and contactless cards. One card, two ways to pay. Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
B-Box offers Benny's customers the opportunity to earn points on their purchases at any Benny's locations or its entities, such as Best Manufacturing, Benquip, Island Freight Forwarders, Benny's Contractor and Lumberyard, and B-Mart. To learn more, visit our website at www.bbox.bz. Remember, loyalty is always rewarding with B-Box. Brought to you by Benny's, quality and savings.
Pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Corker. We want to welcome you to another edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Today is the 15th of the month, the 15th of July, 2025. It is a beautiful morning here in La Isla Bonita. Let us begin the program by taking a look at the weather. The general weather forecast provided to us by the Belize Met Service. The general situation, generally fair conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast will be sunny skies today with a few cloudy spells. Tonight skies will be partly cloudy. Shower activity will be isolated. Taking a look at the marine conditions, the winds will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots. Sea state will be light chop and waves will be between 2 to 4 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 32 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 28 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 34 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 23 degrees Celsius. And up in the hills, the highs will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 27 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20 degrees Celsius. The outlook for Tuesday and Tuesday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. Taking a look at the tides, a high tide will occur this afternoon at 12:56, and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 1:49. A low tide will occur tonight at 7:43. The sun will set this evening at 6:28, and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:26. The moon will set this morning at 9:46 and will rise tonight at 10:13. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Catherine Cumberbatch. They are at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we do expect good weather to prevail during the course of today. As a matter of fact, the temperatures will be high, almost 90. It will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit for today here in the coast. Let's take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what will be happening for the remainder of the week going into the weekend. For tomorrow, Wednesday, mainly fair weather with only isolated showers. The wind will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 83 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit. On Thursday, mainly fair and shower activity will be isolated. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 83 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 76 degrees Fahrenheit. On Friday, a few showers or isolated thunderstorms, mostly affecting the south. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. On Saturday, few showers and isolated thunderstorms, decreasing at night. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 93 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So it looks like for the next 4 days we should have good weather. More so on Wednesday and Thursday. For Friday, there is the possibility of a few showers, and likewise on Saturday. But Saturday night, the weather improves back again. So it looks like, for the most part, we should have good weather conditions for the next 4 days. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 4-day forecast. Turning into the tropics, let's take a look at what's happening in the Atlantic. And it looks like there is one area that we continue to monitor, and that's the area right there that we were talking about yesterday, very close to the U.S. coastline. So let's take a look at the information that is provided to us by the National Hurricane Center with regards to this disturbance in the Atlantic. Remember that June was pretty quiet. July has been very quiet except for a few disturbances and a lot of showers. So hopefully this will be the same, bringing a whole lot of showers and not developing into anything. Satellite and radar data indicate that the shower and thunderstorm activity associated with the low pressure located just offshore of the east coast of Florida remains disorganized. This system is forecast to move westward across the Florida Peninsula today and then reach the northeastern Gulf by Wednesday. Environmental conditions appear generally favorable for additional development, and a tropical depression could form while the system moves across the northeastern and north central Gulf. Regardless of development, heavy rainfall could produce localized flash flooding over portions of Florida through the midweek. Heavy rainfall could also cause flash flooding for portions of the north central Gulf Coast during the middle to latter portions of this week. Formation chance for the next 2 days, it's medium at 40%, and formation chance for the next 7 days, it's also medium at 40%. So that I do believe that it's going to bring a whole lot of showers into the U.S. coast that will affect Florida and other Gulf Coast states. We'll continue to monitor this disturbance as it crosses the Florida Peninsula. Other than that disturbance, the Caribbean Sea is clear, and so is the remainder of the Atlantic. For July, it has been very, very quiet for us, which is very good news. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center for the update. Today is the 15th of the month. Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday. If you're celebrating birthdays, felicidades. And for those waking up celebrating birthdays on the 15th, we sing to you Las Mañanitas.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la alba ya se metió. Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos todos cumpleaños feliz.
Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday, and may you celebrate many, many more. With that said, we'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Malaysian singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
Welcome to Zyva Beauty, Style and Beauty, all in one place. Your one-stop shop for all things fabulous. Discover a stunning collection of makeup palettes, trendy accessories, sunglasses, adorable purses for adults and kids, mommy and daughter dresses, luscious lip glosses, glamorous eyelashes, and so much more. Hey gorgeous, walk in or book your appointment today and let us help you unleash your inner beauty. We offer expert beauty services such as powder brows, lash lifts, lash extensions, lip micropigmentation, and rejuvenating facials. Find us on Pescador Drive next to Caramba Restaurant. Call 605-9256 or message us on Facebook. Zyva Beauty.
Welcome to Captain Shark's Club Car Service Center, your authorized club car distributor for the country of Belize. Here, we offer the opportunity to own a brand new club car, golf car with club cars with reputable factory warranty, or the option of owning a used or pre-owned club car, golf car that can be fully customized to suit your personal or business needs. We stock a variety of 2-passenger, 4-passenger, 6-passenger, and even 8-passenger golf cars that can be used for any light or heavy-duty commercial job. Used as a comfortable custom golf car, or even used as people movers for resort, hotels, or golf cart rental companies. Our parts department boasts a full inventory of genuine club car parts and accessories that have proven to be dependable, along with prices that are unmatched, keeping us the top favorite of both local customers and mechanics alike for over 20 years. Our vehicle service department does quality work, and we are happy to pick up cars for service within town limits, and will also provide you with a loaner vehicle if we are working on your warranted golf car. Speak with us to schedule a test drive, purchase replacement parts for your club car, or make an appointment to have your vehicle repaired by your local authorized club car distributor at 226-4812, or send us an email at clubcar@captainsharksbelize.com. We are also available through Messenger on Facebook and WhatsApp at 623-4042. For land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
At Castillo's Do It Best Hardware on Pescador Drive, we give you the best value for all your construction needs in San Pedro. From electrical to paint, to plumbing, to household appliances, we offer a wide array of modern and stylish designs for your home or office. Thinking of changing your look this year? Visit Castillo's Hardware. Our new computerized paint matching system is able to mix paint to match any color, offering you unequal convenience. Just choose any of our high-quality do-it-best indoor or outdoor paints, and our trained paint specialists will scan the color and mix the paint on the spot, bringing your color to life. Details matter, and we do it best at Castillo's Hardware.
Welcome to Caribbean Sprinter. We're honored to be your water transportation choice in Belize. Caribbean Sprinter is the fastest, most reliable water transport in the country. Our ferries are equipped with everything you'll need for your island hopping adventures, local transport, and vacation needs. We're proud to have the most advanced ticketing and reservation system in the country. We offer multiple sailings daily between Belize City, Cape Cocker, and San Pedro. Our checked luggage tracking system allows you to rest at ease and enjoy the beautiful views during your journey. We take pride in maintaining and servicing our vessels to make sure we're always on time and ready for your next trip. Once again, thank you for choosing Caribbean Sprinter and welcome aboard. We look forward to your next voyage with us.
In the studios of Reef Radio, And Reef TV, let me see here, it's 18 minutes. 18 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It is a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning here in La Isla Bonita. And it's already the 15th of the month of July 2025. And after that long and beautiful weekend we had with the Lobster Fest and the Black Party, one would ask, what's next? What is coming up? And this weekend, it's again gonna be another unforgettable weekend because there are activities planned and lined up for Friday and Saturday. And our guests on this segment are here to talk exactly about what will be happening on Friday and on Saturday. Let me welcome our good friend and absolutely no stranger to the morning show, Miss Natalie Arceo. Nats, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Aiden. Thank you for having us here.
And likewise, I want to welcome Breezy into our studios. I tell her, she stepped into the studios, I said, Miss Vicky.
Thank you for having us.
Now, let's talk about what's happening on Friday and on Saturday. Because I've seen the post, I've seen the flyer, and I know that there are people out there wanting to know a little bit more about the event.
So, Breezy and I have decided that we wanted to create an event that is catered to the locals. So what you guys have been seeing online on our stories and also on our page. Our page's name is Amori Ritmo.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Correct. We haven't decided yet who's the Amora, who's the Ritmo here, but maybe this weekend we'll figure it out. Our first event under Amori Ritmo Productions is Una Noche de Despecho. And a lot of people have been asking us, pues, ¿qué es un despecho? ¿Qué es?
Yes.
And, you know, el despecho es para todos que han amado, han perdido, o simplemente les gusta cantar y a todo pulmón y estar entre su gente, su comunidad. It is an event that is for people that love banda music, cumbia, mariachi, reggaeton, really touching into our Latino heritage that we share with Central America and Latin America. And along with Breezy, we have been doing a lot of research because en las noches de despecho, there are actually worldwide events that are happening across the U.S. and even in Europe. Anywhere where there is a Latino community, these despecho events are popping up. And what is happening is that the Latino community, even though they live all over the place, sometimes in the Caribbean, like here, like us in Belize, in South America, and also in Europe, the United States, there is one thing that binds these people together, that binds us together: our music and our food. And so we wanted to have an event that would bring you just to that, where you're able to enjoy your music. Los Bukis, Vicente Fernandez, my favorite, Rocío Durcal, Juan Gabriel, and now everybody's favorite, the banda music, the reggaeton, Bad Bunny. We go to places and we've had a wonderful album for Bad Bunny, and no one plays the music we don't play the full album anymore. And so we want to be able to curate and have this experience. So that's what the Despecho Night is about.
That's about what it is, and like you said, it's been happening in other parts of the world. It's getting very popular.
Yes.
It's getting very, very popular, and you're bringing it here with to the island.
To Belize for the first time.
For the first time, which is very good. Where will the venue be, and what times are we looking at?
So we're happy to partner with this event at Hidden Treasures. We're going to be using the loft. And I want to highlight that our show will start around 9 o'clock, but we are encouraging people to get there early. We're even having a happy hour from 7 to 9, sponsored by our partners at Travelers. And throughout the night, we will take you through a wonderful event hosted by the wonderful Natalie Arceo, who's going to be helping us curate an experience.
All right. You see why I want to be early? I want to go there early. Look at that happy hour there. $5, you can't go wrong for a drink.
$5 drink for, and you know, this is something that we want to make our event something that would allow the locals to just stay on throughout the night. We're going to be having the live performances. I'm going to return to the stage after a very, very long time of not being on the stage or being behind the stage. We have prepared our performances in the way that we have found is going to engage our people. Everything has been curated from the menu to the drinks menu and even the decor, which you guys are going to find hilarious because it's also supposed to be a night of comedy, a little bit of everything. And we're very happy to be able to bring this. And it's important to note that I have to make a distinction that this Despecho show is not going to be a karaoke show.
Okay.
There are Despecho events that are in the format of karaoke, but this one is not.
But we can sing along.
This one is a crowd sing-along where we have the entire crowd. Let's see.
I can't sit here, Lily, not wanting to sing.
Exactly. We have all 50 of our guests that will be, because it's everybody, and we're all singing to one song. Whether that song is Así Fue or En Tu Pera Vida, or if we're singing La Gata Bajo la Lluvia, and that's what we want to do, and I want to do it together within the community that we are.
We want to encourage you to come with your groups. Our drink menu is curated for that. Of course, we're going to have our happy hour special, but we're also going to have beer buckets and a bottle service so that you can share. I know that there's several tables that have been sold of 6 or more people. We're going to have your drinks there with your ice, make you enjoy.
Now that Breezy, you mentioned that that you have sold tickets have been pre-sold along with tables and so forth. The response have been good so far?
Yes, it has been wonderful. I can tell you that our community has stepped up, and there are people that says, I need a table for 8. Or I need a table for 6 people, and that's really how things have been going. And we want to be able to sell the tickets beforehand, so that, because this is like a private exclusive event, that type of thing. And so if there are events that are available at the door, we will give an update and say, hey, listen, if you didn't get a chance to come and see us, which we will be doing a little old school stuff. We'll be delivering tickets because we want to know our clients and say thank you for coming.
And that's the best way to go in.
You might get a surprise performance.
Who knows? Maybe you get a shot. Ojalá no a las 8 de la mañana que te llevo tu ticket porque ni modos. And so that's one. And then we also, if we do have tickets available, some tickets will be available there. But the event is only for 50 people. We want to be able to have an experience where we are together, where we know each other, and that's why we're having 2 nights. And eventually, like Breezy said, this is an event that we're going to be moving to another location, and so we are looking for locations to partner, especially in this slow season, where we can partner one local production event to another local a location that would say, okay, well, let me do it here. Let's say, for example, Refrigerator says, bring your special night to us, and we will partner with you to do that and to revitalize us during this slow season, because everybody is having a difficult time, as we know right now.
Yeah. Let's put the poster on screen, Dan, the one that has the information and the contact numbers in case people want to call in. You mentioned that you have a page only for this event. What's the name of the page again?
The page's name is Amor y Ritmo. Amor
y Ritmo.
Yes.
And the numbers in which people can call in to purchase tickets are those that are on screen, right?
Yes, that's our WhatsApp numbers, 670-7030 and 672-0029. So
Let
once
me-
you WhatsApp
yeah.
us, we send you the banking information. You would be able to send us a screenshot that you got there once verified. We ask you, hey, ¿a dónde te podemos llevar tu ticket? Y si trabajas, pues en tu trabajo. Si estás en Belize Bank, pues en Belize Bank vamos.
Yeah. 2 nights. It says Friday, July 18th, and Saturday, July 19th.
Correct.
Tickets are still available for both of those nights?
Yes.
Okay. Remember, it's limited. So in case you want to purchase your tickets or you want to reserve your tickets, you give the organizers a phone call. An invited DJ in the house?
Well, for this particular event, we will be doing everything in-house ourselves.
Okay.
And so everybody has their own role that they're playing. I have to mention that this is a woman-led family production.
Very
And
good.
so everybody has sus propias cosas que hacer. And so, for example, the bar is being taken care of, the music is being taken care of, the lights are being taken care of, and we're using all local vendors, local bartenders, local waiters that are going to bring a great time to you guys. Our job for that night is to make sure that once you sit down, Mr. Aiden, you don't have to get up for nothing. We're going to, the bartenders and the waiters are going to bring you your drinks. Aquí está su cubeta de olvido, because that is going to be the name of our beer bucket.
Good.
And there will be different things throughout the night that will be in that way. Cuidadito tomando un último beso, y ese es el shot de la noche. Well, the moras, that is what the despecho is going to be.
We focused a lot on the overall experience, the props, the decorations. Everything has been well thought out, and I want to thank my cousin as well as Christina, our other partner, as well as our sponsors, Bellican and Travelers, who have been excellent. And thank you to the Morning Show for having us as well.
Absolutely. You know, I have to say that there are many ideas that fly between Brianna and I, and Christina says, but listen, let's get this down on paper and let's work this out. And so it's wonderful to be able to have, we're family, and that is important for us to be able to do things as a family, to support each other as a family, and we want to always, as you know, Christina and I, want to be able to bring something good to our community.
Very good. And for those of you who are asking, where is the loft? It's on the upper flat of
Hidden Treasures.
Not Hidden Treasure in the lower flat restaurant. You have to go up, right?
That's correct.
And I think they just recently reopened back again, right?
Yes, it seems like a wonderful location. Chelsea and Ashley, they have been wonderful to work with and to organize with. And even though they might seem that, okay, I don't really understand, but I trust you. And so they've been very trusting with us, and they want to be able to have this first of its kind event in San Pedro town. And so they are our first stop in this tour of despecho that we have. And when we come back here another time, we may be on another tour, because another type of event that we would like to do. And so, but right now this is our first tour of, and the loft is going to be the place on Friday, July 18th, and Saturday, July 19th.
Very good. So that's this coming weekend here, When I say, well, after Lobster Fest, you can relax. You can't relax in San Pedro.
Hay que llorar. Hay que llorar y cantar y gritar y reír.
And it's happening this coming Friday and this Saturday. Get your tickets. Don't go wait last minute, because the event is catering for 50 people Friday night and 50 people on Saturday night. And you know what? On Sunday, we'll be talking about the good time that we had at the loft on Friday and Saturday. I wonder if people would have got it 2 nights.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Aiden. I have people that have already said that they're going las dos noches. Porque the shows will vary a little bit, There might be one song that is performed on Friday night that may not be performed on Saturday night. And Saturday night will have a different vibe to it. But yes, we've had people that have already reserved. No les voy a decir sus nombres, esos pachangueros.
Have an idea,
Pero ella ya está ready para sus 2 noches. And also, si quieren, porque bastantes de nuestros clientes están llegando como familias, como amigos, y me preguntaron, ¿y puedo vestirme como Ana Bárbara, como de grupo? Le digo, vístete como quieras. Si quieres vestirte como Bad Bunny, llega como Bad Bunny. Si quieres vestirte como Rocío Dúrcal con tu ropa larga, pues dale. And I'm enjoying it porque los clientes ahora están diciendo, ok, me gusta tu idea y yo quiero traer mis propias ideas y yo quiero hacer parte con ustedes de esta forma. And it's more than welcome.
It's a different twist to the weekend routine.
Right.
Completely different. And I believe you guys will have a good response. You've been having it so far. And hopefully those 50 seats will be sold on Friday and 50 seats on Saturday. So that after Saturday night, when I talk to you, Nats, and Breezy, I want to ask you know when is the next one.
That's right. We're already planning the next one. Todos people have been saying, when you're going to do it again? I'm not here this weekend. Me estoy yendo aquí, me estoy yendo allá. And they're just unable to go, but letting us know que quieren venir. And so we are planning the other one very soon. We just want to see, okay, are we going to increase capacity? And we're going to be changing up our show.
Yes.
Remember that throughout the night, there's going to be singing, dancing, comedy. Se van a reír. No van a buscar qué hacer. Y cuando les traigan la cubeta de olvido, van a tener 6 razones para no textearle a esa persona, porque va a haber 6 beers.
Very good. Well, that's Breezy. I want to thank you for stopping by here in the studios and sharing the good news that the events are happening on Friday and Saturday night. Any other piece of info that you'd want to share before we close this segment?
Well, we could do an invitation to everyone. This is not an event that's only for women. That is one of the questions that we've been asked. This is an event for everyone. Mm-hmm. Everyone that loves the Latino music and that wants to dance with us, cumbia, reggaeton, and also the banda songs, los mariachi songs.
The classics, the ones that you grew up with.
The ones que te podían dormir con. O pues para las señoras más, a lo que lloraban con. Those are the ones. Those are the music we're going to do. And it's going to be on Friday, July 18th, and Saturday, July 19th. The doors open at 7 with a happy hour from 7 to 9 with $5 drinks sponsored by Travelers. And then we also partnered along with Belikin. And so, of course, Belikin, at no party, falta el Belikin. Mm-hmm. And so we also want to do that invitation. Trae tu comadre, venga los compadres, vamos a sentarnos, vamos a cantar, vamos a gozar, vamos a estar en comunidad, a celebrar lo que nos conecta como gente de Latinoamérica. Nuestra comida, nuestra música, nuestro amor, el corazón, nuestro amor y ritmo que nos trae y nos une como una familia. Entonces, nuestros hermanos y hermanas centroamericanos, ustedes también están muy bienvenidos. Los señores que actúan como que no les gusta cantar gato bajo la lluvia, está bien.
Breezy, thank you much for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for allowing us to share our event, educate the people of San Pedro. I know we're doing something a little bit different, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to discuss it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Breezy. And before I wrap up this segment, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you, Nats, and congratulate Christina on another achievement. You guys are doing pretty good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It is something that whenever we empower ourselves as locals, we empower our children, we empower our nation. And so that is something that is important to us. So thank you very much.
And special shout out to them. They graduated with honors from
Yes.
Galen
Yes,
University.
we did. At the top of our class, we did. Thank you.
Congratulations. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
First, scan the QR code to download the app. The B-Box app works on both Android and Apple platforms. Next, log into the website portal and set up an account. All customers with an existing Benny's account, whether personal or business, will be automatically enrolled in B-Bucks. If you do not already have a Benny's account, tap the sign up link to register. A welcome email and a temporary password will be sent to you. Once you're all set up, shop at Benny's locations near you to start building your B-Bucks rewards. To learn more, visit our website at www.bbucks.bz. Remember, loyalty is always rewarding with B-Bucks. Brought to you by Benny's, quality and savings.
Someplace South Coffee Bar serves you delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with your favorite drinks, cocktails, and 2-for-1 on mimosas all day long. Friday nights are steak nights at Someplace South, offering surf and turf, filet mignon, and USDA ribeye. Accompany your meals with our California wines made by Belizean winemaker Joseph Smith. For reservations, call us at 628-5373 or email us at someplacesouthcafebar@yahoo.com. We are located on the South Road, half a mile past the Victoria House. Our entertainment for Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays include Coconut Trio, Dennis Wolf, and Valentino. When in San Pedro, Someplace South is a must.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
The CB100 is efficient, durable, and has enhanced smart power. Being a Honda, of course, it's reliable and fuel efficient. Get around town with no worries because you get up to 100 miles to the gallon. And it's priced at an unbeatable $2,700. Honda CB100, available at Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
The AIC mobile app has been helping many to save time while getting more done, all from the comfort of their homes. When you download our mobile app, our services are at your fingertips. Log in using biometrics, view motor and property policies, file a claim and submit claim photos, request a quote, receive renewal reminders starting 6 weeks prior to renewal, submit renewal request, view branch locations, and obtain Google Map directions, make payments via Atlantic Bank Bill Pay, and even contact your customer care rep directly. Prospective clients will have limited access, but can request a quote, place a call to a branch, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, file a claim. And since all paperwork is completed beforehand, there's no waiting in line. With all the time you can save, can you afford not to use our app? Download today on the App Store or Play Store. The AIC mobile app. Insurance at your fingertips.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't use it around here. I have my own bag.
Where can I get one of those?
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 45 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. In this segment, we will be talking about an issue that that is of much concern to everyone in our community. It's the issue of the sargassum that we have been seeing, you know, the amount that has been coming into our area. I would want to believe that those are record numbers, but the best person to verify that for me this morning is sitting right next to me on my left. Let me welcome Mr. Valentin Rosado. Valentina, pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, San Pedro.
Are we getting record numbers?
Yes, this is this is compared to the worst era on the worst year on record. We keep cleaning sargassum since February, and we've realized that we can't stop. We just have to continue cleaning it every day.
Bianca, pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Aiden. How are you doing?
Pretty good, and welcome to our studios. And we'll be talking about the sargassum issue in this segment. What is the position of the council as we speak right now, Valentin?
Well, the focus has been the removal of the sargassum as quick and as early as possible. So since last year, we've been looking at the situation and trying to look at lessons learned, not only in San Pedro but other communities where things have worked and where things need improvement, and we're trying to have a more coordinated approach. We're right now also just kind of develop this thing in writing, because we've been doing these things but we don't have anything documented as an actual plan, right? So we've been collecting data, and the idea is that with this data we're able to justify the efforts that we're doing. We're able to look for more resources, and we're able to make sure that we're kind of focused on where do we spend the resources.
Okay.
Right? Because everything with sargassum has been reactive. It's smelling. It's causing a situation for the people that live here, for tourism. But the idea is that we want to make sure that the investments that we make and the efforts that we do are prioritized, right, and are as effective as possible.
The council, I know that that they have manpower, extra manpower out there on the field, which is the area that they actually that the council is manning right now.
So on the ground we have Bianca every day, so she's been kind of assisting us with documenting some of this information. She can tell you more about the different areas, the staff, the quantities.
Well, we're focused on 1 mile of town core, which is from Boca del Rio all the way down to the library. And we have 5 different, I think it's 5 different zones that we have our main focus on, which is Boca del Rio, in front of the high school, an entire stretch, in front of the cemetery and in front of Central Park, and as well where the library is.
Okay.
And we have so far we have 17 to 18 people working on site with the sargassum. That includes the people that assist with driving the trucks and driving the backhoe. Yeah.
About 17.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Just for comparison, when we look at it, this is 1 mile,
Uh-huh.
right? And we try to focus on these areas like the Central Park, the high school, because people use this on the weekends. And when we look at the actual data and how the beach looks at the end of our efforts, we're really only covering about 30% of this specific area.
Yeah.
We have a lot of areas in between that need more effort, right? But we're kind of limited by the staff, and something that is like people don't. Well, we haven't done much awareness is that there's no budget for this, right? When we have staff working on the beach, this is staff that are normally supposed to be working on the streets, collecting garbage and doing other activities, the trucks as well, the equipment. We kind of shift that away from the municipal duties and we focus it on the beach, right? We actually only have one vehicle that's primarily for sargassum. And that vehicle, when there's no sargassum, it kind of assists the other services. And it should actually be the other way around. We should have vehicles, staff, resources, and a plan set in place very early, right? Specifically for sargassum, as the first sign of sargassum comes in, we activate, right? When there's no sargassum, those services and those resources assist us with the municipal services throughout the year.
This is, if I may ask, Bianca, those individuals that you mentioned, the team that is out there, is there on a daily basis or weekends they're off, or how does it work?
Well, right now they've been there 6 days a week.
Okay.
Usually on Sunday, sometimes they do take a break because it's a lot of work being out there in the sun and picking up the sargasso, and being there 7 days a week can get really tough on the body. So they usually take turns as well. Sometimes on Sundays we do have other people out there, and sometimes people take their day off. They work from around 5:30 to 6 a.m. all the way throughout till 3 p.m. sometimes.
From that area that you mentioned, from Boca del Rio heading towards the library, do we see that there are individuals or businesses that do assist the council?
Yes, we have some. Earlier, it was primarily the council. It's just a couple properties that have been doing it all year. But as of the past couple of weeks, we see more of them. People have begun to call and say, you know what, how can we assist? Can we hire a truck? Can we cover some of the expenses? You have some dive shops, they put someone full-time and they pay them full-time to actually help out with the sargassum. So it's kind of been coming along.
Do we need more?
Yes, for sure. As I mentioned, we're only covering about 30% of what we should be covering. Right? And for comparison, I just want to point out, if you look at, we're covering 1 mile. We have 17 staff. We have one shift. You have a specific resort, like one of them that we looked at, they have 200 feet of beach. They have about the same amount of staff that we have, and they have different shifts. They have a staff comes in the morning, they have a staff coming in the afternoon. So their beach always looks nice at the end of the day, right? But it's the effort that they have to put. Unfortunately, the only way we can tackle sargassum is by doing that very early, taking out the sargassum and dedicating the amount of resources that we need.
Very good. I was going to ask you, the council is accepting any help that comes forward. Who should they get in touch with?
Well, they can send us a message on the town council Facebook, right? They can also contact our front office.
Yeah, and then just ask to speak with me, and I'll direct them to the relevant authorities in the office area.
The most important thing that we're trying to encourage people is the community cleanup. If you live in a specific area, you don't have to go and work in another area. Just focus on your specific area and just take out as much sargassum as you can take out. You don't have to completely clean it out, but any little bit helps. And once it's out of the water, high up on the beach, it dries up and it doesn't smell. The biggest problem is when it sits on the beach in the water, right? And it begins to rot after day number 2. You have sargassum coming in day number 1. If it's not taking out, it's fine. Day number 2 is not going to smell because the tides push it high up and it dries. You have sargassum coming in on day number 2. It kind of sits in the water's edge, right? But it still doesn't smell that bad. We have sargassum coming in on day number 3. That sargassum sits all night in the water, dies, and begins to smell, right? And if you have day number 4, day number 5, that is the biggest problem that we have. right?
So
that
we
is
try
what
to
we have
avoid those
documented,
day
yes.
4 and 5.
The accumulation is the problem. So that's why the strategy is as early as often and getting it out of the water as quick as possible.
What is the forecast for the upcoming months?
It's going to continue. Unfortunately, we always try to look at it and like, yeah, we're gonna get a break, because since February, we activate, we move, and then you have a couple days of weather like north, especially like the Northeast were great. Right, because you get several days of break, and then the staff get day off. You get to service equipment. You get to catch up, and a lot of the time you're really just focusing on areas that get to. You actually go there and you take out some of the sargassum, so the entire beach looks clean.
Yeah.
But right now it's been weeks non-stop, and the forecast shows that it's going to continue coming in. And it's not only here; it's all over the Caribbean.
The thing is that, as you mentioned, those north breeze and cold fronts, and they are till October, November.
Yes.
So we have to deal with the sargassum issues. Man. Wow, that's going to be a big challenge. I know that the Prime Minister had mentioned that he needs to give priority to this particular issue here. Look at the images that we have on screen.
Yeah, so that is this morning, right?
That's this morning?
Yes, that's this morning. That's not old footage, that's this morning.
Wow. And that's by the Central Park, right?
Yes, and this is an area where we were actively cleaning. If you look at the image, the sargassum is dry. It's not putrid. It's not liquidy smelling. We don't have footage right now from the high school this morning, but or that area by Wiles, but that area we haven't had that much effort, and the sargassum has been sitting out in the water for days, and it's just this thick mush. Right. Something that's interesting that we've documented is that the effort to clean up sargassum when it gets that is a lot difficult. It has more health risks and it's a lot difficult. When it's fresh, right, the guys have it easier because it's kind of spongy. So they use the pitchforks, right, and because of the sponginess, and it's kind of easy to scoop, and they're able to fill up a pickup truck in like 15 minutes. Health risks, they don't have any health risks, only like probably blisters in their hand. They might have muscle aches, but that's about it.
Okay.
Right, so that's why the priority is early as possible. When you have areas that has been sitting out for days and these guys go in and that's thick mush water, they have to stand there. You have skin rash, skin irritation, ear, eye, muscle irritation. It triggers any kind of asthma that they might have. It triggers allergies, right? Shortness of breath, difficulty breathing. You have a lot of other health issues that it triggers. And we kind of noticed because with staff that have been working in these areas, we have staff that have to take medical sick leave. And what we do is we have core staff, but during these phases that we activate, we actually have temporary workers. We have people that we work. Once it's for sargassum, we hire them on the spot, and they're specifically working on sargassum, even if it's just temporary. But we've kind of increased the crew.
Very good. Once on the pickup truck, once we have the sargassum loaded, where do we dispose of it?
Well, that's kind of interesting because something that we're trying to do right now is we've been in the background documenting this. We are, reaching out to the Sargassum Task Force, to the government on a national perspective, sharing all this, documenting, make sure that they have data available for everything that we're doing. And you keep hearing, but the awareness, the public awareness, we haven't really done much of it because we're really busy getting the sargassum out to the water, but we realize that there's a lot of misconceptions and there's a lot of misdirection sometimes, and it's just because lack of information, right? So we keep hearing about we need to come up with a solution for sargassum, right? We need to come up with some machinery, with some other thing that we do sargassum, and we kind of took a step back and look at what is the problem, right? And we need to be addressing the problem because the problem is the sargassum sitting out there in the water, and we need to take it out. Right? So we take it out, we have trucks that take it out, we have staff that take it out, and then we are using it for this San Pedrito Boulevard. So we...
Okay, I did see a post regarding that,
Because what happened previously is people have traditionally used it to fill their lot. So you have the trucks come in and they go all over the place, and they would call somebody, like, well, I don't see your house, where your house is, come out, and then they spend like an hour delivering one load of sargassum. And then you also have sargassum all over the place because there is one study that documented heavy metals in sargassum, and because of that people have had concerns. So we work with the Sargassum Task Force and we said we're going to have one designated area and we're going to place the sargassum there and we're going to make sure that it's for public purpose.
Okay.
This also allows us to monitor this long term. So long term, we know where we put the sargassum. We can always go back and we can do soil samples and we can look at health within the community to figure out if there's any kind of long-term effects. In terms of getting it off the beach, it makes it more efficient because the guys take about 30 minutes to go and deposit the sargassum and they're right back in the beach to fill back up.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not only the staff of the council, but we have other resorts that sometimes they're depending on staff and they have to be calling, they have to be figuring out where to take out the sargassum, but now it's actually going to that one specific. So in terms of efficiency, it makes things work faster. And the idea was that if this area was low-lying, it was a problem area, people were squatting, people were using it as a dump. People are, what we addressed this week is we have a lot of gray water, septic pipes feeding into the area and it just becomes one blended mush, especially when it rains. So we're kind of addressing that and making sure that we're filling up the boulevard to eventually create a sports center.
Okay.
Right, a sports boulevard. And in just what we did last year, when we tested out, we were able to fill out like half a block with only sargassum. And it's already compacted.
Okay, I was going to ask you
Yes.
that. How does it stay?
Yes, because one of the concerns is that sargassum is organic. So when it decays, it becomes basically nothing, right? But this one is already compacted and it's ready to build a football court. And the reason it's already compacted and it doesn't need any material, because the idea was to put the sargassum and eventually fill it. So there's a picture that shows that even before we publish and let people know that we want to create a sports boulevard, you have the kids coming out and playing football there.
That's a nice space.
Yes, so we're like, this is exactly the purpose
Yes.
and the reason that we're doing this. Right, and about 53% of what goes with the sargassum, in most instances, is actually sand. So when the sargassum decays, the sand stays behind and becomes compacted. So technically, we didn't even have to take any other material to fill the area. Unfortunately, when we have bad days that the sargassum is rotten and we're in emergency mode and it's going out, it does smell, right? And people do complain about the area. But once it sits out there for 2-3 days, that smell goes away.
Good. Let me ask you this, Valentin. I know that Bianca mentioned, the amount of people out there on the field helping with this particular issue. The council will continue as is, or do they have any plans to make adjustments to targeting the issue that we have?
Well, the main adjustment that we need is we need more resources, right? As we mentioned, and we are working with national government. I know that the mayor had several meetings between last week and this week with central government, and we've been participating in the sargassum task force, and we're sharing as soon as we finalize our strategic action plan, we're sharing that, and we keep providing updates. But the main thing is that we need to make it very clear that this is something that's been happening for 14 years and we're reactive. We've been cleaning up since February and up until this month everyone's like, oh, something needs to be done, it's an emergency. It's been an emergency since February.
Yep.
Right? And we need to make sure that every year we treat it as an emergency, because if you clean it early and you dedicate the resources, then it doesn't affect the community, it doesn't affect the workers, and it doesn't affect tourism. The problem is that we don't have any resources and we're taking resources from the municipal services to focus on this. Right, and in 14 years, we should have had a head start and understand all of this and prepare for the next season. Yeah. Because I think what has happened mostly, not only Belize on a Caribbean scale, everyone has been thinking, oh, by next year it's not going to happen again, so it's just going to disappear. And unfortunately, in 14 years, it keeps coming, and this year it's worse.
This year, I have never ever seen something like this, Yeah. In all my life, I have never ever seen something like how it's happening this year. Unbelievable.
So something that I'd like to really share here as well. In our emergency action plan, what we did is we kind of look at investments, right? Kind of develop a criteria for identifying your investment, your solution. If you have we compare the pickup trucks to the tractors, to the dump trucks, and we're looking at what do they cost, as a capital investment to buy a pickup truck, right? What does it cost to buy a dump truck? What does it cost to buy the tractor and the trailer? And then after that, we look at what quantity of sargassum they're moving, right? And the pickup trucks move the greater quantity of sargassum by far. Right? You can clearly see here in the orange, this shows the quantity of sargassum that these pickup trucks are moving. right? So that's criteria 1, right? Even before you consider whether you're going to make beer with sargassum or buy a helicopter to suction a sargassum, whatever option it is, you need to know the quantity is going to move on a daily, on a weekly basis. The next criteria to look is you need to look at what's going to cost to purchase this upfront. What's the capital cost? For example, a pickup truck can cost anywhere between $15,000 to $35,000, and these are the second-hand pickup trucks. And after that, the third criteria that you need to look at is the operational costs. When you buy any specific equipment, it requires maintenance, it requires other resources to operate, and these are your operational costs. So when you look at these 3 criteria, this gives you a better understanding as to what solution is the most feasible. Right, because the last thing that we want is that I reach out to people in the entire Caribbean. We have a network, we have emails, we have friends, and we keep on reaching to individuals because you might see a picture online, someone saying, this is great, this works there, it's amazing, you should be doing that in Belize. And if we just jump based on that, what happens is we might end up investing in something that we find out that doesn't work for our island, or it's not as effective as we expected it to be. So it's very important to look at whatever the solutions are, to look a little bit more in depth. And it's easy to reach out to individuals, not only Belize, all over the Caribbean. You email them, you call them, and you ask about their experience, and and everyone's willing to share these experiences with you. So we keep listening. People talk about biomass and biofuel. People talk about fertilizer. People talk about all these different kind of machinery that we have all over the place. We've looked at all of that, and we use this criteria to kind of explore what might be feasible for the island. Unfortunately, what seems to be most feasible, a lot of people think it's very simplistic. Using a pickup truck, some people doing it by hand, that's very simplistic. There must be a better solution, but the data shows that this is the most effective way. And the guys that are working out there, they're happy to work. If you go and you talk to the people, they're like, we have jobs, we get paid overtime. Even the people that we hire that don't work for the council, and we hire them on a per hire basis, they're like, we like sargassum because we're making money. Right? So it's good business, for people that want to be a part of that. And even at the council, we've done that with the workers. You have some workers that they don't want to mess around with sargassum, right? So then we don't force them to be on the beach dealing with sargassum. We put them in other areas, right? And if you take that approach, then it's a lot more understandable.
So I like the graph that you showed there. That's an eye opener.
Yeah. Even for us, because we didn't know these things, right? We're like, well, we thought like the dump truck, because it's a dump truck, it takes huge quantities, right? But the problem with the dump truck is you need a backhoe, right? And then you have multiple workers just to operate the vehicles. And then to fill that dump truck, you need so much beach workers. So when you look at the cost to fill a dump truck, it's massive, right? But things like a dump truck and the backhoe are still necessary when you have huge quantities, because the sargassum does accumulate.
Do you keep that communication, Valentin, with the stakeholders here on the island?
Well, we're trying to improve that, right? Because the focus has been to mobilize and clean up, and we post stuff on the social media platforms, and there is a public awareness component to this, but we haven't done as much as we should be doing, so we want to begin doing that. One of the main things that we have done is we've established a response criteria. So, people have noticed, although we didn't explain it, people have noticed that we use a stoplight. So when it's green, it's basically we're in sargassum watch. We see a little bit of sargassum coming in. We're monitoring the forecast. We know, hey, you know what? This is going to start, right? We're going to have sargassum, and we need to prepare. And that's the sargassum watch. When we have 3 days back to back that we're cleaning up sargassum, we notice that 3 days back to back sargassum is coming in. That's like, you know what? It's clear that it's going to keep coming in, so we activate sargassum response, which is our yellow phase. And the yellow phase means that we have dedicated staff focused on the beach. We have the vehicles. We prioritize the sargassum cleanup, right? And we also have an emergency phase. When we notice that with all the resources that we have available, we're not able to clean the amount of sargassum that comes in a day for 3 days back to back. What happens is the sargassum is going to begin to accumulate. And if it begins to accumulate after 3 days, that's when it begins to smell, and we realize, you know what, we don't have enough resources. We need to upgrade this to the emergency phase. And the purpose of the emergency phase is to demonstrate to everyone, even at the national and the Caribbean perspective, that we need all hands of deck. We need more resources than we have available, and we need the support from everyone to come out and do their part. Right? That is the purpose of having this, and this gives us a coordinated approach as well.
Very good, and that's what you're talking about is on screen, right?
Yes, that's
the
the
three
Sargasso
colors
mulch.
right there.
And right now we're in emergency phase, and we've been in emergency phase for like a month or more right now.
All right.
Since February, we've been in yellow phase. Since February, we haven't downscaled back to all clear. There was a month that it kind of cleared up. We were in emergency phase, and it kind of cleared up a little. It was manageable, and we came back to yellow phase. But that only lasted about 3-4 days, and we had to activate the emergency phase all over again. And that was actually a kind of concern with the public as well, because we hadn't shared this, people thought that we were saying, sargassum's not so bad, and we weren't saying sargassum was not so bad. We're just saying, you know what, we because of the setup that we have, we're able to manage it, and we came back to yellow phase. But it didn't last long, and we've been in emergency phase ever since.
And the forecast now look too good.
Nope, unfortunately.
Oh my!
And you know what's interesting?
Wow.
I share this, and I think it's funny. Technically it's not funny, but you know how bad things make joke, right? There was a year that it was bad like this, and then a hurricane came in the Caribbean, and it was massive, and it churned up the water. I think it cooled down the water, and we didn't have sargassum for the rest of that year. So I'm not wishing for a hurricane, right? But sometimes, these things actually do have an effect in cooling the water, because the reason sargassum is bad like this is because the water temperatures are high, and you have a lot of nutrients coming into this area, so it makes the sargassum bloom.
Okay.
Right? So everything is still human related when it comes to sargassum. We cause this.
Yep. Any other piece of info, Valentin, that you would want to add this morning, or Bianca, that we might have missed and you would want to share?
Well, tomorrow we're having a appreciation lunch for our council workers, for our Sargasso, our S-Squad, which is our Sargasso team. And we encourage all restaurants to come and assist with, giving out to the team. And you see these guys working on the beach every day, give them a little water or something, because they're working hard. They're cleaning in front of your property as much as they can. I mean, there's only so much that these guys can do. So tomorrow we have the appreciation lunch, and hopefully we'll be able to do that more often.
Very good.
Yes. Yeah. Can we find out that people, after doing this for a week, it does begin to affect you. And one of the health risks for the later phases of sargassum is mental health and well-being. And we do notice, especially when there's a lot of negativity out there with sargassum. You have a guy that's been working for months and works really hard, dealing with all the conditions. Yes, he has his pay, and then you'd have someone sitting on the beach, telling like, this sargassum tomorrow I feel anyways, right? Just lazy, right? That does affect the morale of these workers, right? And the next day when they go out and the sargassum is there, it's already bad that they have to clean up. And at the end of the day, the sargassum comes in, and they look around and they look like they didn't do much for the day. But they still go back the next day and clean up.
It's a never-ending cycle.
But when they have that negativity, it does affect them. So we did it last year, and we noticed that it was very special for the workers. So we're doing that, what we call an appreciation lunch for some of the beach workers. For all of them.
Very good.
Right? And in addition to that, we also want to encourage everyone, just like people have probably noticed Kikako is doing their cleanup day in preparation for Lobster Fest. We are doing the same, right? We're encouraging everyone, just come up, clean up close to an area that you go to swim on a regular basis, clean up in front of your properties. Just take out the sargassum and put it high up on the beach, right? Once it's accumulated, we're going to come back eventually and pick it up.
As you mentioned earlier, all hands on deck.
Yes. So we are doing our community cleanup. It's every day, but technically we're kind of pushing it for Saturday and Sunday as well. So Saturday and Sunday we want to have it a little bit more coordinated, because you have different groups that want to bring out their team, and they want to do a community cleanup day. So that's going to happen Saturday and Sunday.
Very good. A meeting point, do you know where it will be?
Well, we don't really have a meeting point. We're just encouraging everyone. If you have a group, pick a spot, because the sargassum is everywhere. Yeah. So once you pick up a spot, you're going to be actually helping out with the cleanup.
Very good. Well, Valentina, I want to thank you for stopping by in our studios and sharing the information, because I know it's an issue. It's a problem. And I don't even want to ask you about the emails or letters that the council receives from our visiting tourists with regards to sargassum, because we know that there are complaints and tourists are but the good thing is that we offer a variety too. The businesses that suffer are the ones on the eastern side of the island. But it's a problem in the entire Caribbean.
Yes.
Mexico, my gosh.
Yeah, we did that last year because for the past last year when we started posting about sargassum, you had a lot of businesses and the business groups began to call us like, hey, you shouldn't be posting about sargassum because you're going to scare the tourists away. That's bad. That's negative publicity. And we were kind of built it on the research that we did. The tourists know that if they decide not to come to Belize and they go to Barbados or some area, sargassum is going to be there.
Yes.
Right? And they're not going to cancel their trips based on sargassum if they have their trips planned. Right? What happens is that they want to know what you are doing. Right? So if we show what we're doing as a community and we're targeting and that we need them to still come and visit, they are willing to come in.
Yeah.
What happens is when we don't say that and they come in and they see the sargassum, they feel deceived.
Exactly.
Right? And that's terrible.
Yeah, good point. Valentin, thank you much. Bianca, thank you much for being with us. And let us know if you need any space in the near future, if you want to address this particular issue. We give you the... We welcome you with open doors.
Yes, for sure. For sure, we'll now come back and talk a little bit more about the response.
Very good. It's 14 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour, tacos time. We shall see you tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Until then, you do take care.
Real Estate Title Services, San Pedro's premier full-service title company for real estate and corporate services. Their real estate services include real estate closings, buyer and seller representation, title investigations, title transfer and closing documents, first registration, rectification of title, applications for lost land certificates, deletion on death of a joint proprietor, cancellation of mortgage documents and discharges, and non-resident applications for permission to buy property in Belize. Their corporate services include company formations, business name registrations, registered agent services,